insanity will always reign. Are you ready for the dimensions? Let's go. Hey guys, welcome back again to Dave's Dimension. Welcome back again for another video. Welcome back to the channel where chaos and insanity will always reign supreme. So we're back again for another unboxing. Yes, things look a little different here, don't they? Trying out a few new things here. Not too sure if I'm going to keep this look. I might go with something a little different, but this is something trying to crank up the dimension just a little bit, guys. So we have yet again another unbox, guys. This time we are heading back to the Masters of the Universe Revelations collection. We got ourselves Beastman. And yeah, he is a bit of a beastie. Take a quick look at this guy. Fresh out, well, not fresh out of the box, but still in the box. We're going to rip him open. But let's take a look at this. Got a very badass beast art right here. Now, those who have not seen Masters of the Universe Revelations, this is a different Beastman. This is a more seasoned Beastman. Bit, you know, he's been through life. He's been through the world a bit, so he's been through the ringer a little bit. But he's still as badass as ever. You've seen him in the first half of Revelations. In the second half, it takes a little bit of a different twist, and he gets even more badass. Now, of course, we're going to check the back. This is part of the second wave, which actually I picked him up along with Tila, or Tila, I should say. Tila right here. And also, I picked her up with her dad, Man of Arms, Duncan. Very cool figures indeed. You can check out the previous videos. I will throw links into the description below, so you can check out those videos as well. But let's take a look. Get some very, very awesome art here. And a little synopsis, a little write-up about Beastman. So we have the fearless feral Force spends his entire life fighting for Skeletor's evil causes, using his brute strength and telepathic command of dangerous creatures to his master's advantage. With magic gone from Eternia, Beastman serves Evil Lyn as her monstrous muscle in her search to repair the damage done in the final battle at Grayskull. So there we go. And of course we get a little feature. We get a little look at some of the other figs. We get, of course, He-Man, Man at Arms, Tayla, Skeletor, Beastman, and Spikor. I'm not personally a big fan of Spikor, so that's why I did not pick him up. So what do you say we get right on into this, guys? Okay. I'm going to cut right on in there. Let me move the keyboard back a little bit so you guys can get a better look. There we go. Pluck and file it. And there we go. Let's give you guys a better look right there. Let's give you guys a nice good close-up of Beastman. Now, if you notice, he's got quite a few. He's got his weapon, his whip, and we get 2 sets of extra hands right here with him. Now, yes, he looks a little bit different, because in the original cartoon, he looked more of a deeper orange, almost a reddish orange. And obviously, he's got a much different look for this show. Let's get his whip out first. Now there is no point to there is no end. It's just an end of a string, really. No special gimmick with this, but the whip itself, the handle itself, looks pretty cool. Let's see if we can get it focused there. Very cool, right? Now, also, our Beastman is very scarred up, too. So we get an open claw and a partially open claw. This is obviously meant for holding the whip, which is very opposite of what he currently has in his hands right now. Let's go ahead and cut him open. We're going to free the beast. You always got to free the beast, right, guys? Okay, we got Beastman free to be the beast. And let's get a nice, good up-close look at this. He looks very badass, more tribal. Let's take a look at some of the detail right there. I mean, take a look. They have knocked out their sculpts out of the park on here. I mean, just take a look at the sculpt on his back. It looks good. The nice flowing hair. Although, I will say this, there's a little bit of a gap right here between his hair. This is more like, this looks like back hair. It looks like a big massive clump of back hair. That's what it kind of looks like. It doesn't look like it's like a long hair growing out from the back. It just looks like big clumps. But all in all, I mean, the figures, I mean, take a look at his chest here. Let's see if we can get, see, he's got a bunch of scars. We've not really seen a lot of that in most of our toys. Of course, he does have a little loop here where we can, I believe we can get the, let me see here. That's probably going to be the best way to do it. Hang it right there. Maybe loop his whip around a couple times like that, maybe. That's probably going to be the best way to display him. Or with the whip in hand. Hand joints are the way the hands are and the wrist, they don't feel too bad. There is a little bit of defect right here. Let me see if I can get this. There is one little defect, but that could easily be remedied. That's not a problem. Even the hands on here are pretty damn good, guys. Let me get this. There we go. I mean, they did some tremendous detail on Beastman here. They definitely did him good. Now, personally, I was actually on the fence about getting him first, guys. You heard right. I was definitely on the fence about getting him at first. Because I didn't think he looked... Because I remember the original Beastman from the original Motu cartoon. And he was badass. He was treated like an idiot. And he had the worst luck imaginable. But he always looked pretty badass, you know? And the voice he had. This one... now here we have some interesting sculpts right here. Let me see if I can show you guys this. So right here, the shoulder is on its hinge, right? And then we have this rotation right above the biceps. I can't recall seeing that before, and I could be mistaken, but I really like that kind of a look. I mean, it gives a nice seamless. There is a little bit of a gap. I mean, let's be honest, this is something a little bit different than what we're used to. But I like how we have that there. That's pretty awesome, at least in my eyes. Now, unlike some of the other figures, you cannot remove his clothing. I mean, this is his only clothing. Why would we want to remove it? We wouldn't. Now, I have seen part 2 of Motu Revelations. And in all honesty, I don't want to give anything away, but definitely there's some badassery that happens with Beastman. And we definitely see a little bit of emotion on him, too. Take a look at some of his, again, the sculpt that they've done on these figures. I've said it before, I'll say it again, guys. These Mattel Motu Revelation figures, it's like if you took... I don't want to go that far, but maybe if you mashed McFarlane, Hasbro, and NECA, this is the figure you're getting. Because these are basically NECA scale. If you've seen my previous videos, including the He-Man, you've seen I did comparison with NECA Doc Brown and NECA Raphael. So, I mean, these are right on par. I mean, just the detail that they do on the leg wraps right there. The fur on his foot. I mean, this is a little off right there, but, I mean, I can forgive that. There is a little bit of gap, again, on here. There's a little bit of a gap here, but not on this one. So, there is a little inconsistency here, but you know what? For what the price point that we're paying for these, we're paying about $20 for these. So the price point on them, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, it's justified. You're not going to get a perfectly sculpted figure for $20. There are going to be a little. You're going to have a little bit of comparisons. Like we can see a little bit of gap here, but let's be honest. We've seen gaps on McFarlane. We've seen them even on a few... We've seen some quality control issues with Hasbro, especially with the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Don't get me started on that. Honestly, I'm taking a little bit of a break from Power Rangers, to be perfectly honest. They've had a lot of new figures come out, and I'm not really leaning towards that. It feels like they're going the repaints route, and we're not going to deal with that because we're talking Mattel. We're talking Motu right now. But just to show you guys here. Here we go. I mean, this is Beastman, and I love how just ferocious. It's just like he's gonna claw at you, and I mean, this joint is a little loose. It's a little loose. You know, it's a little loose right there. But he's a badass figure. If you're a Motu fan, if you're a Revelations fan, I mean, even if you're not a fan of the cartoon, guys, these figures are just tremendous. I mean, let's take a look at Man-at-Arms and Beastman. How badass do they look? I mean, I can't wait to do a lot of things here with them. Oops, sorry. Still getting used to some of the changes here, guys. Sorry about that. But just to show you guys some of the hands right here. I mean, here's the closed fist, and they did a great job with his beast nail. Here's the open hand like you would use for holding his whip, and here's the open claw hand. And yes, they are on your basic hinge right here, like we see with NECA all the time. But this is Mattel, though. Let's see if we can get close up right there. I mean, they've done a tremendous job. One thing that Mattel is doing better than Hasbro, and I am admitting that, is they're giving us accessories. They're giving us the kind of accessories we would get with NECA. Mattel, you're smashing it out of the damn park, guys. I love this. You guys are doing an amazing, amazing job. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Mattel, you are killing it. You are killing it so well. I mean, at first I was like, when I saw the Beastman in the cartoon, I was like, oh, don't know if I want to grab him. But now that I saw him, you know, I actually put him back, and then I went back to the store the next day, and I grabbed him. I mean, he just looks tremendous, guys. Just looks tremendous. I mean, you can't go wrong with this figure, guys. Let me give you guys a better look right there. Whoa. I mean, this is almost God of War kind of sculpting look on Beastman himself, especially with these little spikes going across his head. You guys definitely have to grab. You got to jump on him. There's no question about it. So, with that being said, guys, what is my scale on him? Scale 1 to 10, he's definitely a 9. He is definitely a 9. If it wasn't for the slight little gap, the little defect, I would say a 9.5. But he's definitely a solid figure. He stands very solid. You can use a NECA stand for him perfectly. That's what I've been using on a lot of these Motu figures. And I can't wait to put him with all the others. I mean, right now I have He-Man, I have Faker, I have Battle Cat, we have Evil Lyn, we have Skelegod, and we have Skeletor. I'm going to be on the hunt for Scareglow, but I don't think he's going to be coming my way for a couple months. A brother of the channel, the Nathan Bowden Show, actually picked them up recently. I think Nathan picked it up in Vegas or possibly in California, which is where he's based out of. I'm going to leave a description. I'm going to leave a link to his channel in the video description below. Please check him out, along with the other YouTube warriors that I'm going to have included in our video section. Awesome people just like you and me who put out amazing content that you don't want to miss out on, guys. So until next time, guys, this is Dave from Dave's Dimension. I'm asking you to do a couple things for me. One, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. If you have any comments, questions, you can always hit me up at Dave's Dimension 78@gmail.com or hit me up on Instagram at Dave's_Dimension. So until next time, guys, do two things for me. Keep on busting, and I'm always going to catch you on the flip side. Take care.